heavy a drop as we can. You know, like I said, this thing is holding up pretty good. That cast knuckle under there is holding everything. What is going on? Listen, we made it to camp. We got the on and up tents already up. I'll tell you what, out in this heat like this, I just need to sit down for a few minutes, have a root beer. And we're going to accomplish that today with a package from a company called MTRVR that I got. Mountain to River is the name of this company. Now, normally when I decide when I'm coming out, am I going to bring something that's going to be really bulky but hella comfortable? I could bring something that's going to be really small and super portable, stash it anywhere. But you know, those little bitty chairs and a dude, you know, you get a little heavy like myself, it's hard to find a chair that's a real compact, that's going to hold plenty of weight. Which is why in 2017, these guys pretty much identified that niche in the market where they were looking for heavier dudes, bigger cats, that wanted to have a compact package to tote with them and still be very comfortable. All right, so what we're going to do is pull this out, check it out for comfort. You know, the usual test. I'm going to try to see if I can break it a little bit. I don't like to be gentle with these things. And, you know, let's see what we got. All right, so these guys put together a nice little bag, ripstop nylon, nice little handle, zipper on the top. You know, I mean, it's going to be about 22, 23 inches long, something like that. Not crazy weight weenie, light at just under 7 pounds. But everything packs nicely into this little bag. Something I kind of like about this bag right here is it's got a little padded foot on it. So that way you're not going to rip through the bag at all. All right, so what you got is the chair sits just like this. And pretty much this chair is going to try to put itself together, similar to a lot of these smaller chairs. So what you got is you undo this strap right here. And the first thing you want to do is flip it upside down and get the feet into position. You'll hear them lock. Now to undo that, there's going to be a little grenade pin that's right there, and that's how you work that mechanism. All right, so if you notice the bottom, this is what really drew me to this product, a cast aluminum base knuckle. Now these are going to be high density plastic, and then you're going to be looking at aluminum framework again. So everything is Allen bolted in here and all these places, even up on top of this. So there's never going to be anything just jiggling loose that you can't fix it a little bit. Really heavy, grippy rubber feet. Still, while this chair is upside down, you can start to erect it. So all you're going to have to do is, that's the front of the chair. You just pull these little tabs out and they lock right into position. Same is going to happen for the back. Pull that first tab out, locks into position. Second one gets you a little bit of height. Flip her over, do the same to the other side. Now this last one is going to be a little tension, but not really that much. So once you're good to go, you're looking at a chair. MTRVR. All right, once you're fully pulled out like this, you're about 35 inches high. Now, this is going to be a very thick mesh that's right here, and this is going to be ripstop nylon. The way they've done these tabs is they don't really slide in and out. They're pinned in. They've done a great job with extra layering of embroidery around the edges, and as you can see, this thing is screwed into this right here. So if you ever need to replace this piece, you know, it's still possible. All right, so you know how this works next. Like I said, bigger cat, this chair now is said to hold 600 pounds, which should have no problem somebody my weight, 230. But what I like to do is, like I said, I got bad knees, my hips, I can't get up and down just so gently anymore. So sometimes I just end up having to flop down wherever I can find a chair. So we're going to test that for that. I didn't hear anything rip. Nothing really felt like it was wiggly too bad. The chair is actually, because of the headrest and because of the width, is real nice as far as width and comfort goes. Looks like you can get pretty deep in it. Not really an issue. It's the bottom right here is, you know, I can feel it on the bottom of my leg, but it's not like so steep or sharp that it's cutting any pressure, cutting off any circulation, anything like that. You know, the chair's got a little bit of give, so you can kind of wobble around and, you know, get to tables and things in front of you, stuff like that. So let's see how we get up on this. I'm just sitting up straight. If you wanted to be eating lunch off of some sort of table or something like that. All right, one more time. We really got to see. So we're going to try to get it heavy a drop as we can. You know, like I said, this thing is holding up pretty good. That cast knuckle under there is holding everything real sturdy. You know, I'm kind of jostling around and I can feel it moving. It's got hinges, so it does want to give just a little bit. But as far as sturdy goes, I think we're pretty good. I'm kind of liking the comfort on it. Just a matter of getting up out of the chair. You know, it's not too bad. All right, well, so here's a little something. I feel like it's a little tippy in the front. Let me see if I can. Well, the back is no problem as far as tippy. The front seems just a little bit tippy, so I don't know if maybe this is a feature to help you get up. It's kind of like one of those assist recliners that puts you up out of your chair. So I like to sit on the tip and do things here. So, you know, I'm on the edge of balance right here. It's just a little bit tippy as far as leaning forward, but I mean, you're right in a position to have your knees ready to go. And like I said, helping it tip you forward gets you right up out of the chair. All right, extra features wise, nice padded headrest. And like I said, this is a high back. They actually do make a short version of this if you're interested. I'm hoping to get my hands on soon. They make a whole set that has this base on it. They make a light, a lamp. They make a table that goes with this. And they also, like I said, make a short chair for this also. On the side right here is going to be a little pouch. This one's kind of soda can size. You could probably fit a drink of some sort in there. And then you have a longer pouch here, probably fit your phone in it, you know, what have you, like that. MOUNTAINRIVER high back portable chair. Now listen, they sent me this one to check out. If you want to check one out for yourself, possibly get one, please check the link in my description. Check out my Amazon store. All right, so what I'm going to do in the corner up here is put a couple of other lounging ideas that I've taken a look at in the last couple of weeks here. You should check those out. I appreciate y'all. Like it. Give me a subscribe. Y'all take it easy.